When we hear the word deadline, it can feel heavy, like something looming, fixed, or even punitive. But deadlines aren't punishments, they're tools. And when used well, they're one of the most supportive things in a production manager's toolkit. Think of deadlines not as a ticking time bomb, but as roadmaps, markers that help the whole team see what's needed by when and why. A clear deadline allows everyone to plan, prioritise, and understand how their work fits into a bigger picture. And mapping out a plan that includes these deadlines can actually relieve pressure. Instead of carrying the weight of a whole project all at once, it allows you to break things down into manageable steps. Without this kind of structure, it's easy to feel like everything is due all at the same time, like there's no sequence or no priority. But with a bit of forward planning, you start to see what needs to happen next and in what order. In creative projects, everything is connected. One thing usually relies on another, whether it's a costume fitting waiting on final designs to be approved, or marketing waiting on photos from a shoot, which in turn is waiting on decisions about casting. These are interdependencies, and they only work if deadlines are real, respected, and clearly communicated. It's worth considering. A deadline without context is less helpful. When people know why something needs to happen by a certain point, they're more likely to support it. So, we need this by Tuesday isn't as good as we need this by Tuesday because it allows the next stage to begin, etc., etc. And knowing and understanding your team is also key. Deadlines are about people. Some of us thrive under pressure. The ticking clock sharpens focus. Others work better with space to think, explore, and iterate. And so as production managers, it helps to remember that motivation isn't a one-size-fits-all. Some of us are more driven by deadlines, others of us are more driven by purpose and autonomy. Where possible, it's good practice to work backwards from the moment of delivery, the event, the premiere, the installation going live, and plot the steps needed to get there. Not just technical steps, but those creative and reflective ones too. Deadlines need to leave space for testing, refining, sometimes even rethinking. Too much pressure too early can shut that down and opportunities might go unexplored. So, as you plan out your next project, don't just set deadlines to get things locked in. Set them to give time for creative work to flourish and to help teams move in sync and to ensure that the project doesn't just land on time, but it lands with impact as well. Deadlines used well aren't about pressure, they're about opening up possibility. I'm Ben Pugh, and this has been D for Deadlines, part of our A to Z of production series.